Hi, I'm Luisa Ponzi. I'm out here at Aurora Vineyard, which is one of our family of vineyards that is planted in the Chehalem Mountains, actually the Laurelwood District, AVA. This is my parents' home site, and we planted this vineyard in, oh boy, back in 1990. So nice, getting to that nice kind of beautiful maturity, a little bit of old vine creeping in. And one of the cool things about this site is that when I did my studies in Burgundy, came home is right when we purchased this property. So I had the opportunity to do all kinds of like crazy things, experiment with all kinds of varieties and spacing and clones and, you know, kind of like wide range of whatever I wanted to do. And some of it paid off and some of it didn't. But one of the cool things that we did was some Italian varieties because of my family's heritage with Italy, and my father had traveled quite extensively to Piedmont. I had done some work with the Vietti winery when I was doing my studies in Europe. And so we kind of fell in love with these varietals from that region, Nebbiolo, Dolcetto, Arneis, and brought back secretly some of those vines from the Vietti holdings and planted them in 1992. No, that was earlier, 1991. I had my first vintage of these varietals in 1994. So, been making these wines for a very long time. The Dolcetto Arneis were kind of winners off the, from the beginning, really perfectly suited to our climate. These are beautiful varietals for kind of the cooler parts of Piedmont, so they do well here. Nebbiolo is one that we struggled with, and it hasn't been until like the last 10 years where we're really actually seeing ripeness on that, starting to make some production of Nebbiolo, which is super exciting. So thank you, global warming. Arneis is really cool. This is the plant. You can see it's just this beautiful kind of lacy, gorgeous plant. It's one of my favorite, to come out in the vineyard and see all this gorgeous kind of elegant growth. And the vine itself is usually can produce quite a bit. This vintage we're seeing kind of a nice balanced crop, which is nice to see. We haven't thinned anything from this. It's just giving it what it wants. Arneis in Italian means little rascal. So this is, it's very true to its name. It really kind of does whatever it wants to do in the vineyard. Some vines have a lot of fruit, some don't have any. Some clusters are big, some are small. You really can't try to control it. Same thing in the winery. You can't really control what it's going to become. Sometimes it's like this beautiful, almost Sauvignon Blanc kind of grassiness. Other times it goes towards maybe a little more like marzipan and almond and fig. Really cool varietal, and always has gorgeous acidity. So it's one that I think in Piedmont, they always serve it with the prosciutto and melon because it has this beautiful pairing with the sweet, salty dishes that are there. So that is Arneis. It's one of my favorite.